Hello friends, welcome to your channel Daily Informative Contents. If you want to follow everyday's news headlines, please subscribe the channel. Now let's see today's headlines. With impose of restrictions from various states, only 532 flights took off on first day. Most number of bookings done in the route of Delhi-Patna, while 600 flights also got cancelled last minute, creating headache for the passengers. Punjab government clarified its previous order. Now asymptomatic person no longer need to stay in institutional quarantine. Only home quarantine is enough, said the government. While international passengers still have to go for institutional quarantine for 7 days. Curfew extended till June 30 in Himachal Pradesh. Tension remains at border along the LAC. Indian Army in talks with opposite forces, sources said yesterday. It is possible that if all goes well, classes from 9 to 12 may start in schools in the first round of eases in restrictions across the education system. Due to court hearing only select cases, that too only by video conferencing throughout the country, speed of judicial system has decreased sharply in recent days. Many cases got stuck in between these 2 months of lockdown. In order to become debt-free and multiply the profit in these days of emergency, Bharti Telecom is going to sell 2.75% stake in Airtel. Supreme Court asked Air India to keep middle seat vacant but only after June 6 in a case related to pilot filing the petition regarding flights ignoring government norms. In a boost to Indian government initiatives, Interpol again issued red corner notice to Nehal, brother of fugitive businessman Nirav Modi. Scorching heat wave is causing trouble in northern India. Most of the northern states are seeing temperature above 45 degrees Celsius, with Churu in Rajasthan recording highest at 47 degrees Celsius. 30,000 people living in Assam's 5 districts are affected from heavy rains, causing flood-like situation in some parts of the state. Dharmendra Pradhan, in an interview, clarified that India is not going to see any big decrease in the oil prices, despite the fact that prices decreased drastically during last 2-3 months in international market. After Yogi Adityanath's statement that 50% of the migrant workers coming from Delhi and 75% that from Maharashtra are infected, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra asked for proof and questioned the authenticity of a statement coming from the state government. While speaking on the occasion of 4th anniversary of the LDF government in the Kerala, CM Pinarayi Vijayan forecasted his party's continuity in the government formation, as according to him, he hasn't left any promises in the manifesto unfulfilled. After the incident of film set being damaged in Kerala, state government said to have arrested a right-wing activist for the crime. Reddy government took back its order and put the decision to sell some parts of the land belonging to TTT board on hold after facing the uproar from BJP and other opposition parties in the state. In a case of police arresting a software engineer for allegedly posting provocative messages on social media, Karnataka High Court denied the bail plea. Mohammad Mujib made crime by blatantly asking people to spread corona by sneezing and coughing in public. Leaders of opposition parties are strategizing plans to bring down union government on back foot on the grounds of mismanagement while handling the pandemic in the country. An online campaign has been launched by the Congress to put pressure on central government for direct transferring the cash into the accounts of beneficiaries outside the taxable income brackets. Congress is demanding online video conference for meetings of parliamentary standing committees apart from the announcement of resumption of flights. 2 more terrorists killed in Jammu and Kashmir. Identities yet to be ascertained. In a blatant and more extremist reply to Yogi Adityanath's statement, MNS chief Raj Thackeray said now workers from UP would have to take permission from him and the state government before starting their jobs in Maharashtra. In a special move, UP government is making the blueprints for employing the migrant workers through creating records of their skills and channelizing their jobs accordingly. With new travel guidelines, people entering and leaving Maharashtra would now have to get a stamp mentioning 14 days of home quarantine on their left hand. Indian Railways said that due to increase in number of trains and more density in routes, it had earlier diverted the route of a train bound to UP. However, all problems are resolved now. Trade unions and organizations in India is said to have been informed that International Labour Organization is in talks with PM Modi for clarification in reports of dilution in standard labour laws in the country. Trade unions and organizations in India is said to have been informed that International Labour Organization is in talks with PM Modi for the clarification of dilution of standard labour laws in the country. Tarun Gogoi urged Union Home Minister to release 2 students in Delhi. These 2 JNU students recently got arrested again after getting released from custody in a case related to anti-CA protest. Experts say migration of workers back to villages from cities could push Indian economy back towards 15 years. Centre informed that it had given 1,000 crores to Bengal and 500 crores to Odisha recently as compensation for damages caused by the storm Amphan. Due to increased demand of medicines across the globe, Pharma sector saw a minimal surge in exports in the month of April this year. Anand Mahindra, chairman of Mahindra Group, has warned the government about serious and possible consequences of extending the lockdown.
That's all from here. Thanks a lot.